Xbox Game Pass has saved me from being bored multiple times and helped me, play different things on stream. So today I'm going to be telling you 10 different games that you've got to try on Xbox Game Pass. Now, for this list, I tried to make it to where it was like stuff that you wouldn't really have played before, or maybe like aren't that popular. Maybe it's a lot of single player games, that kind of stuff. I'm not going to be saying like, hey man, did you know that Halo Infinite's on here? I'm not going to be saying that. I'm going to be saying things like, hey, this really hip and happening game is on here, okay? These are all games that I've spent at least like an hour playing and have enjoyed my time. And so, I think you might as well. And if you don't, come back to the comments and be really angry about it, because I will get this video boosted more by you commenting, okay? Also comment if you're really happy about it, because then I will get this video boosted if you comment. These 10 are not going to be in a specific order. Like, I'm not going like my top 10 or stuff like that. Are just like 10 games that you should try, okay? Just want to make that very clear. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, because I'm going to be probably making some more videos like this. Maybe even dive deeper into specific games for this. Let's go ahead and jump down this list. Here we go. Number 1 is Among Us. Because I know you're just a little sussy imposter, aren't you? You're so sus. Just kidding. Starting with Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice. I personally enjoyed this game a lot. It's just like a single player story-based game. It's linear. You go down the storyline and, you have a good time. Bada bing, bada boom. The graphics are absolutely insane, as you can see here. Also, there's a really interesting dynamic about voices in the main character's head and what the developers really wanted to do with that. And so I would definitely suggest you guys go and watch some of the back story of this game, because it's just really, really deep and it's very good. A lot of mythology in this game. We'll say it's not really like the hardest game in the world. It's just more centered around a very deep story. So check it out. Number 2 is Chorus. This is a like ship-based shooter game. I don't really know what those are actually called, to be honest with you. If you know what that's called, put that in the comments down below. But it's like a ship-based like shooter game. I actually didn't think I was going to enjoy this one as much as I did. I played recently this game, about 2 hours or so of it. It just got on Game Pass just a couple weeks ago, and it was actually really enjoyable. It's an open world ship-based game. At first, I will say this, the ship that you're you're immediately in is not as good as the one that you like end up getting in. And there's a mechanic that comes into the game that makes it to where you're not getting like sick in the thing and everything like that. So give it some time, allow yourself to jump into it. The voice acting, I think, is very good. The story was already like captivating me in. And then the missions, there's like side missions that are pretty interesting stuff, and the main missions are big, dog fights in the spaceship. And so if you like that kind of thing, you're definitely going to like this game. The third game is Dead Cells. This is a side-scroller rogue light game that, you go through, you got one life, and you progress your character even when you die, and you start leveling up and doing some different stuff as you go. I will say that it's a pretty difficult game, but it's a really, really fun, dynamic. The combat is really good. There's tons of different enemies. There's different weapons that you can have. And I've really been enjoying my time playing this game. Kind of as like a decompressing, just kind of shutting down the brain type of game after I'm done live streaming. The fourth game is A Plague's Tale: Innocence. This is an intense story-based game. I played this maybe about like a year ago or a little bit more than that. I played through it in one stream. It was like a 10-hour stream just playing this game because I couldn't put it down. The dynamic between you as the older sister, the main character, and the brother is just such a cool dynamic. The rats in this game are disgusting, but also super interesting. There's puzzles and high-intensity sneaking moments and all that good stuff. I promise you'll love this one. There's actually the second one coming out very soon, so make sure you guys finish this game, play it. I can't suggest it enough. I enjoyed it so much. The fifth game on our list today is Shredders. This is a snowboarding game. It's probably one of the more realistic type snowboarding games. It's not as expansive as a game like Steep or stuff like that. And I'll be honest with you, the single player is really not that great. Just complete honesty. But just riding around and just legitimately shredding is amazing. There's also really cool camera angles that you can get and record some different things. And so I would suggest Shredders just for a game that you can relax, kick back, play it on controller, and just shred, baby. Just shred. When you hear the voice acting on this game, though, please come back and just give me a little haha. I listened to the voice acting on Shredders because it's very bad. The next game that I'm going to talk about is My Friend Pedro. This is a side scroller, like shoot 'em up, flipping around type of game. You guys are going to like really enjoy just the different combos and things that you can do in this game. I played it for like maybe a couple hours and just really enjoyed it. The dynamic of flipping around, shooting, and doing the power-ups and all that kind of good stuff. And so I would suggest this one if you haven't tried it before. I don't know if you'll like fall in love with it, play it endlessly, but it'll definitely give you some entertainment if you're bored. The 7th game on our list is The Long Dark. This is a story-based survival game where you're in like the frozen wilderness and you've got to survive, explore, figure out things about the story and all that good stuff. I actually really like this game. I'm a huge fan of survival games, and that's kind of like my favorite genre of game. And so this one's got a soft spot in my heart. I actually haven't finished this game yet, but what I have played up to, the story holds up for me. The gameplay is pretty dang good. There can be some like little, you know, it's not the highest budget game in the world, but there's something about the art style and how it runs, and you know the characters that you meet that really captivates you in on this one. Number 8 on our list is Astroneer. This is a survival game set in space, and it's such a satisfying thing to actually like farm different things. You're building rockets and going to different places. The amount of things that you can do. One of the things I love about this game is the automation that you can have within the different base building dynamics that you've got. So you can really have a lot of automation, not as much as something like Satisfactory, but you still have a lot of automation and a lot of opportunity to create your perfect base and make it everything you've ever wanted. I promise once you start playing it, and if you enjoy it within the first, like, 10 minutes, you're going to really go like far with it, and you're going to actually like spend a lot of time with it. It's got a really dedicated community within the Astroneer Discord and all that good stuff. So I would definitely highly suggest that you try this one out as well. I mean, I keep saying that, but all these games are just great, man. So Astroneer is definitely a must try. The 9th game on our list is Sea of Solitude. This is a linear story-based game, and I say linear just on the fact of that it's on rails. It's not like an open world or anything like that. I'll be honest with you, dude. It might make you cry. You're going to dive into this deep story with this character, and the whole idea is just to talk about the narrative of being human. And one of the things that it says on their Steam profile, or just within the like description, it says, when humans get too lonely, they turn into monsters. And so you're going to really meet some different characters within the main character's life who have turned into monsters. And it's a puzzle game as well. So get your puzzle on. And yeah, you'll probably end up, I don't know, you probably end up feeling something by the end. Okay, I promise you that. The 10th and the final one that we're talking about today is the Ori games. There's 2 different games. There's the Ori and the Blind Forest, which is the first game, and the Ori and the Will of Wisps. These 2 games are just super beautiful, really great storytelling games, but also very difficult side-scroller, combat type games. You'll definitely find yourself at times wanting to throw your controller through your monitor, or your keyboard, whichever one you're using. And, you'll be better for it once you get past the certain points. Now, I have an honorable mention for you today, and it's something that my wife will be very happy that I put on this list. It's Disneyland Adventures. This is a game where you legitimately go to the Disney park, but you go around, you meet the characters, you go do mini games, you go and do really fun stuff. I would highly suggest if you got somebody who loves Disney in your family, try this game. My wife absolutely loves it. She's still trying to get to a point where she gets to 100% in the game. And yeah, dude, if there's somebody who likes it, who likes Disney around you, definitely have them play this game and see what their reaction is when they're actually hugging the characters in game, dude. They'll just light up. It's the cutest thing ever. Well, my name has been Nick, aka Loadedwombat. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if you want more videos like this, or if you want me to cover one game that I've played, which I've played on stream over like 200 something games, if you want me to cover like one game and do like a more in-depth review, just put that down in the comments below. Or if you want more games on Game Pass to play that you can just boom, boot up, bada bing, bada boom, and see why Game Pass is so good, let me know. You can either talk to me here in the comments, you can come over to my live stream, or you can go over to my socials and shoot me over a DM or something. But let's talk, mother truckers. We'll see you in the next video. Bye!